Well, hello, beautiful souls. So today we are going to go on our watercolor wellness workshop. So I just wanted to explain a little bit about what the watercolor wellness workshop is. And it is a series of 6 self-care practices that I will take you on this journey. And we will talk about resilience throughout the entirety of it. So these 6 practices include moment, from Master Your Moment as an acronym, M, meditation, O, observation, M, monograph, E, exercise, N, nurture your mind, and T is testimony. And while I don't incorporate it in that exact order, I will tell you a little bit about each one of those aspects as we go through it. And we will begin with our exercise or movement activity. And this is simply to get your body up and moving and ready for the next steps. So I'm excited, get excited. This is going to be fun. Our first exercise are shoulder rolls. So bring your shoulders forward 5 times. And then you can reverse and go backwards 5 times. Our next stretch are neck rolls. So bring your head forward and twist to the other side. And let's just relax going back and forth, whatever feels good for you. Then we have our neck stretch. So you can just hold your head slightly on one side and feel that nice stretch in your neck. And then switch sides and let that part stretch too. Next we have arm circles. So you want to stand with your arms spread apart and bring your arms forward in nice big circles. Rotate a few times and then rotate backwards. Our next stretch, our body twist. So pull your arms up and just twist back and forth and get a nice stretch in your back. And our final stretch is a forward fold. So you'll just stand straight up, bring your hands to your feet, and just relax your body and feel your legs stretch in your back. You don't want to buckle your knees. We will begin with our watercolor lantern. So get your materials ready, your paper, notebook, brushes, get your paints together. This is the kind I like to use. And I'll put a link to that in the description below, all of my materials. I have your water, some paper towels, and some tape. I'm going to actually tape off my page this time. I haven't been doing this, but I think this is going to help us have better, clear lines on the page. And it just looks fresher when you have that clean cut on your paper. So I'm putting that on the bottom and the sides and the top. So you can pause and get that done, and then we will come back. So now I'm going to get the lightest color yellow and do just a tiny little peck of a dot right there, kind of in the top section in the middle. And we're just going to start with our light and going to go in with a little bit darker yellow and surround that. I'm going to be forming a square. So as I create this, it's going to be kind of a circular and then sort of turn more into a square. I'm just dabbing the paint on just a little bit, going in for some more like orange color and making it really watered and just doing little dabs to create this effect. Now, the reason I chose to do a Christmas lantern is because I think this light is very symbolic of having resilience, and we need to remember to be a light during this season when things can be very difficult and we may be struggling some. I know holidays can be a sense of sadness for some, especially if you've lost loved ones and there's been family get-togethers or unexpected things that happen. Everybody has a lot more intense emotions, and so finding a way to just be a light during this season is going to be very helpful, and taking care of yourself is going to help you be a better light to others. So now I'm adding a little bit more red, and you see as I add the red, I'm making it a little bit more squarish, and I'm still just lightly dabbing in different spots. One of the techniques I learned recently was to just use your finger to spread out the colors. So it's kind of what I'm doing to try to see if I can get exactly what I like, but then it made the red spread out, and I had to go in and try to fix that with a paper towel. And here's me trying to go back in and fix that little piece. So let's talk about resilience a little bit. Resilience is the ability to adapt when you have difficult experiences or life is tough at the moment. And the holiday seasons sometimes bring a lot of stress and anxiety. So what does resilience mean to you this holiday season? What are some moments that tend to be difficult for you during the holiday season? And how do you want to respond differently this year when those situations arise? Maybe it's being overwhelmed with so many things onto the to-do list, or finding the right gift, or stressing or worrying about lots of different things, whether or not you're going to have all the ingredients for your meals, or the anxiety of having to reunite with people that maybe you don't always enjoy being around. There can be lots of moments like that happen during the holidays. And so as we paint this little light, let's try to remember to be a light, making sure that we're taking care of ourselves and what we need to be doing. Okay, and now I'm taking some dark blues and I'm trying to water it down quite a bit so that it doesn't come out real dark. I'm just dabbing it onto the paper in just different spots. I want it to kind of bleed around everywhere. No rhyme or rhythm to it. Just putting the paint on without thinking, mixing up some different colors to have sort of a mosaic effect, if you will, behind the lantern that we will create. We're just going to add the background before we begin on the other parts of it.
Looking at the treetops, they're covered in snow. Listen to the laughter, yeah, everyone's home. 반짝이는 빛 속에 설레
as we finish up putting some dark spots in some purples or blues, and paint this background, I want you to remember that you're the light in the middle. You know, when we have these little pieces of darkness that may pop up from time to time, look at that light. Find something that brings you joy, that you can focus on and get back to that light that exists within you. And that is what holiday resilience is all about. And now I'm taking a darker color, yellow and kind of brownish color, and I'm turning it into a shadow where the light is going to be kind of streaming through into this one little spot. And it just helps make the lantern that we're about to create a little bit more of a 3D effect when you have a glow or shadow around it. Then I try to start working with this tiny little brush, and I get a really dark brown color and start going about, 1/3 of the way through to make a little line on it. This is going to be kind of the center part of the lantern, but the brush is not working well for me. Here's a in the moment example of resilience. When you're finding a struggle, things aren't working out, you switch it up. So I found another brush, and even though it's square, I'm just using the tip of it to make a line and make it thinner. I know this is a little bit harder for you to see with my hand in front of it. So then I just begin to outline the lantern in these browns. And I'm doing a diagonal shape so that it can look like a three-dimensional, almost cube type. Of course, not having straight lines, that's perfectly fine. Can always fix it up a little bit as I do and continue to work with it. And I never say that anything is wrong or imperfect. That's the thing with watercolors, like even with resilience, you just adapt and change. And the way that you have to do that with watercolor is exactly how we have to do that in life. So make just a little bump at the top, and you'll see how I sort of struggle through this process, figuring out what I want to do. I'm trying to make like a little light come out the very top part, but I continue to have to readjust and change things and be flexible. But my mindset in this moment is still okay. I'm still focused, still thinking, still practicing, figuring out how this is going to work. I'm still fairly new at watercolor, and I actually just started a new watercolor class, so maybe my skills will slowly improve as I begin to practice these watercolors and do this workshop with you guys each month. So I just go back over it with different colors. I want there to be different types of texture showing, so I'm just adding different darker colors to add that more depth to the look of it. Okay, so now I've made the handle of the lantern, and I'm adding some little dividers for the little bump at the top and some little lines that go down to separate that light. And I think that really helps make it stand out in the way that I have the darker color and the lighter colors of different lines. Really makes it start to come together. So now I'm picking up some green, and I'm going to start just making lines and making these little Christmas trees just flowing out. I really have no idea what I'm doing. Just making it up as I go and figuring things out. So I just start doing some lines, and then I slowly add other colors and just pick up and just do whatever you want. It does not have to look exactly like mine. I'm showing you how I'm doing it, but that doesn't mean you have to do it in the same way. And then I'll take it and spread out to make some little leaves on the stick. And I think they're turning out pretty good as I'm doing it. I'm afraid I'm going to get too much water on it and it's just going to bleed out. So I'm being very careful and cautious about how much water I'm adding to my brush, because these are very fine pieces. And so if there's too much water on it, you're not going to get the same kind of stroke. So let's talk about how do you handle unexpected changes or plans in a routine during the holidays. You're already stressed with so much to do, so much to take care of, and then something unexpected happens. You get a flat tire, whatever the case may be. Sometimes that happens, especially when we're already stressed. Then that one last thing just makes it all the more difficult. I think when we can just take a deep breath, acknowledge what is, and then we can just take action. When we take action, we decide this is what I'm going to do about this situation. I'm going to call, get the tire repaired, whatever, needs to be done for you to handle that change, or to fix the plan, or to create a new routine. We can handle whatever comes our way when we practice being resilient. Now I am taking a little bit of black and putting a little bit of outline around some areas to make it look darker. You can't really tell that this is black once you put it on there, but it just adds that little extra touch. Some of these are brown, but mostly a black color. And let's talk about what are some holiday traditions that can support your well-being. What do you do to spend time with your family? Things that maybe bring you joy. Like we plan on playing some like minute to win it games. We usually go to the tree farm. I'm not sure if we're gonna do that or not this year. Going to maybe see Disney on Ice. What are some other traditions that you do? It could even just be, do you let yourself go to a spa or do something for yourself that brings you joy, that helps you take care of yourself? And now I've started to add some little red berries onto my branches to make it look a little bit more festive. And as I paint these tiny little circles, I make sure that it's not super watery or watered down, so I have this nice vibrant color that shows up. But I also take a little dab of a different color red and put that in there as well.
Looking at the treetops, they're covered in snow. Listen to the laughter, yeah, everyone's home. 반짝이는 빛 속에 설레이는 이 밤. It's the night before Christmas, the night before Christmas. Children are singing, joyful music fills the air. The love all around us, I can feel it everywhere. The night for you and I, 사실 더 특별한 이 밤. It's the night before Christmas, the night before Christmas. 지금 이 순간 널 위해 나 이렇게 노래할래. 따뜻한 마음으로 안아줄게. I'll be here. Jingle bells are ringing, just like this Christmas feeling. 사랑 가득한 겨울밤, it's the night before Christmas Day. 힘들고 지쳤던 지난 기억 속에 하얗고 새로운 깨끗한 눈이 내 마음속에 수북하게 쌓여졌으면 해. It's the night before Christmas, the night before Christmas. 포근하게 let it snow. It's the night before Christmas. 포근하게 let it snow. It's the night before Christmas. 지금 이 순간 널 위해 나 이렇게 노래할래. 따뜻한 마음으로 안아줄게. I'll be here. night before Christmas Day.
And now, as we finish up, let's take a moment to pause and let our paint dry some so that we can do our meditation. Now, take a deep breath in. Imagine that as you inhale, you're pulling in warmth and light, the essence of joy that the season brings. And as you exhale, imagine that warmth gently radiating through any discomfort or worry you might be feeling. Picture the joy you visualized earlier, how it fills your heart, warming you from the inside out, like a soft, glowing light. Let this light be your guide. In this glow, recognize that every challenge and moment of struggle has a purpose. They make a way for the light and the joy to shine brighter. Each moment of effort, each difficulty is a path to resilience. See yourself rising above these challenges, growing stronger and moving forward with more clarity. You are not just enduring the season, you are embracing it. One day, one moment at a time. As you continue to breathe, feel gratitude for your own strength. Trust that the light within you is enough and that it will carry you through the moments of connection, laughter, and peace. Let each inhale bring you closer to this gratitude, and let each exhale release any remaining tension, knowing that this journey, with all its ups and downs, is leading you into something beautiful. Whenever you're ready, gently open your eyes, carrying with you this sense of inner light, this resilience, and this trust that whatever challenges arise, you have the strength to meet them and the joy of the season to reward you. Take a moment to settle into a comfortable position. Close your eyes if that feels right, and allow yourself to breathe deeply, in through your nose and out through your mouth. With each inhale, feel your body relaxing, and with each exhale, let go of any tension that you're holding. As we begin, bring to mind the image of the holiday season. A season of connection, warmth, and togetherness. Imagine the small things that bring joy to your heart during this time. Twinkling lights, laughter shared over a meal, the smell of warm spices, the sound of favorite songs, or even just the soft glow of a cozy candle. Picture each of these in your mind, one by one, savoring the delight they bring. Now, gently shift your awareness to the other side of the season, to the challenges that may arise. Acknowledge any feelings of stress, the energy it takes to fulfill obligations, or the complex emotions that might surface. Instead of pushing these away, allow them to be here, simply as they are. Recognize them as valid parts of your experience, as clouds in the sky of your mind. They are real, but they are also temporary. As we finish our painting and take off the tape, let's repeat these affirmations. I honor my energy and practice self-care. I trust myself to navigate challenges with grace. I choose peace over pressure. I give myself permission to say no when I need to. As we come to the end of our time together, take a moment to reflect and set your intention for resilience this holiday season. Ask yourself, what is one way that I can show resilience when a challenge arises? How can I create a space for joy and peace, even though I have the busyness of the holidays? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Write your intentions in the comments below. Sharing can inspire not only yourself, but others in our community as well. If you enjoyed this workshop, I invite you to explore my library of wellness sessions, each designed to give you a moment of self-care whenever you need it. There's always something here to help you nurture your mind, body, and spirit. Thank you for joining me today, and go out and master your next moment.